Have you ever asked yourself, what's my purpose? What on earth am I here for? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Today's topic is super powerful. It's how to find your God-given purpose. This is probably one of your number one struggles is actually just knowing your purpose with clarity and then acting on it. And in today's video, we are going to cover exactly what that is. So stay tuned. We're going to dive right in. So step number one, or point number one, or whatever you want to call it. Number one is purpose comes from the Creator, not the world. Quick reminder, I know you already know this, but you were made on purpose. You were actually made with a plan in place. It's not something you invent, it's something you get to discover. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. The world tells you to chase success, money, careers, recognition. Am I right? But God tells you your purpose is about Him and His kingdom, not yours. You know, Ephesians 2, chapter 2, verse 10 says this, "For we are God's handiwork created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared for us in advance." So here's the truth. Your purpose was actually put into place before you were even born. So let's look. How did God design you? So ask yourself, what are your natural strengths? So what unique gift and talent do you have? Are you good at hosting events? Are you good at singing? Are you good at art? Maybe you're a good writer. Maybe you should be writing. Are you good at designing things? Maybe you're good at organizing. Maybe you're good at cooking. So what is it? Maybe you're good at, I'm trying to think of other things. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you're good at, because each and every single one of us has unique things that we are good at. You have a unique and special gift, and we are going to bring it. We're going to bring it to the world. So you are unique in yourself. Each and every thing, each and every single day, each and every experience, each and every interaction you have ever had has made you who you are today. And no two people have the same experiences. They can be similar, they can be, close, but they're never going to be exact, just like our fingerprints, right? God has made each and every one of our days, our lives, our individual interactions, our relationships, everything is unique. Not to mention, I think I need to say, you know what? Our purpose changes as our lives evolve, right? When I was a young mother, that was my purpose in life. I felt very fulfilled. I loved being a mom. I loved having my little children. I loved it. So, you have a different purposes at different times in your life too. So, right, we go through stages. So when you're a student, you're a student. That's your purpose. Your purpose is to get through school, learn what you got to learn, right? And then you're a mom, and maybe that's your purpose, but maybe you also have a career. You deep down, if you have a relationship with Jesus, if you have a relationship with God and you speak to Him, you pray to Him on a regular basis, I bet you He's put on your heart what your purpose is. You have to know how amazing you are. It took me a long time to discover that. It takes us a long time, especially as women, but you've got to know how unique, how special, and how gifted you are in your own way. Remember, God does not make mistakes. All of your gifts, all your passions, and all of your experience are clues to your purpose. So I'm just going to say, ask yourself this: what are my natural strengths? What do people come to me for or advice about? I can answer all of these. What breaks my heart or fires me up? So ask yourself, I can tell you, I'm thinking of a few people that I know what breaks their heart, what fires them up. What season has God brought you through that you can help others with? So He put you through that season for a reason, right? He put you through the season for a reason so you can help others, because we are here. We're called by God to help one another, to lift one another, to encourage one another, right? To edify one another. So, what have you been through? What experience have you gone through? Have you pulled yourself through? What blessings has God, brought upon you? I can also say many, many years ago when I was a brand new reborn, right, Christian, brand new, I heard God calling me. He's like, I want you to speak in front of women, and I want you to share my gospel, share the word. And I can remember telling my mentor or my spiritual mom, and she was like, no, 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 not yet. Yes, he may be saying that, but you're not ready just yet. He hasn't brought you through it quite yet. And so here I am 25 years later. And yes, he has brought me through a lot of things to where now I can share my experience. I can share my situations and how I pulled through with God, sometimes without. That's part of my story too. But what seasons has God brought you through? What experiences has He brought you through that you can help other people with, help them, guide them, and get them through with your wisdom? So let me know in the comment section below. I want to know, do you think God has a particular plan for your life? Put yes in the comment section below. In the comment section below, tell me what's the one thing. Tell us all what's that one thing that's been, gnawing at you for years that you think you should be doing. Tell me what that is. Tell us in the comment section below. We will support you. And number 3, I know you might not want to hear this, but purpose actually requires action. You're going to have to actually do something. Okay, so I know a lot of us are sitting around. We're like, what's my purpose? I mean, you ladies, we're getting in our 40s, our 50s, maybe even our 60s. I don't really know. We're kind of running out of time. Yeah, we got some time, but we're running out of time. So sitting around and just kind of waiting and to see what happens, or, oh, God's got a plan and he's going to like take care of it for you. That's technically not true. We're going to have to put some action behind how we're going to figure out this purpose. Because technically, God is actually waiting for you to trust him, right? He's waiting for you to trust him. He's told you what he wants you to do. He's giving you the message. He's giving you the feeling. He's giving you that nudge from the Holy Spirit. So now he's like, okay, is she going to trust me? Is she going to do what I'm telling her to do? Or is she just going to sit here and wait around forever, hoping that I'm going to do it for her? No, he's waiting for you to trust him to take action. James chapter 2, verse 17 says this: faith without works is dead. So faith without works is dead. So you're not going to find your purpose just thinking about it. You cannot just think about it and hope about it and wonder about it and guess about it and, sit there. I just don't know. I don't know. I hear this all the time. I really want to do this, but I'm scared. No, people will laugh at me. Oh, I don't, right? Don't you say this stuff? Like, I know I did. I literally kept from doing this channel and talking about my faith for, I don't know, at least 10 years because I was afraid that I would lose friends. I would lose family. I would be made fun of. And so, but now it's like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm like, you got to do what you got to do. You got to step out and trust, and you got to have faith, and you got to do it. So faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. So you might be asking, well, what do I do and how do I do it? Well, okay, so let's just use for example. I'm just use an example of myself. So I recently launched a Christian women's community called Journey to Grace. It's a Facebook group you guys can join if you want in the description box, but it's also a local community where I live because I realized there wasn't a whole lot around me for faith-based women to go and fellowship and talk and just get to know one another other than church. But what if your church doesn't have that? So anyway, I recently started it. And here's the thing. Here's how you start small. So I can't throw a huge, women's conference today, right? Maybe one day, that is my hope, that is my dream, to have a women's conference. However, I had to start small. So right here in my community, I am hosting an event. It's like probably going to be 10, maybe 15 women that I have recently connected with and invited to my prayer board shop. We're going to make prayer boards. I'll probably videotape it and make a vlog for you guys. But anyway, so you just have to start small. One of my friends really has a heart for women in abusive relationships. So what would she do? Start a little tiny support group. It could just be at a coffee shop every, once a month where you guys meet, and you have to just start there and start small. Get a mentor. Start that business. Start making sourdough in your kitchen and selling it. Honestly, you can, what are those homestead cooks or something like that? You can you can cook actually in your kitchen and sell stuff. I forgot the name of it. But whatever idea that is, you're just going to have to start small. You're going to have to start something. You're going to have to try it. You're going to fail, but learn from those mistakes, right? This is how you're going to get there. God reveals more and more as you obey. So the more you obey, the more you are obedient to him, the more you are trusting in him, right? And following that purpose that he has given you, the more blessed you're going to be, the more he will reveal to you. So don't worry. You don't need to know the full picture today. Just take the very first step. So whatever that is, you call someone, you can mentor someone, or call someone and ask them to mentor you. Sign up for a Bible study, sign up for a women's group, start your own, whatever that is, but just start today. What's one step you can take today? Put it in the comment section below. Tell me what is one step you can start taking today to start discovering your purpose. Finding your purpose is literally not about perfection. It is literally about faith and stepping out in that faith. Because if you're waiting for that perfect plan, trust me, if you're waiting, they always say, what's that saying where you're polishing the rifle? Like, you can polish the rifle all day long, but you got to go shoot it eventually. Okay. So you got to make a move, or else you're going to be waiting for that purpose forever. And here's the thing. I will tell you, one thing I'm super passionate about is living a life of no regrets. I do not want to look back on my, dying bed and say, oh my gosh, I should have done this. I should have done it. I should have done it. God, right? I don't want to disappoint God. I want to make him happy. I want to make him proud. I want to obey him. I want to glorify him. Like, this is my purpose. So what is yours? Step number 4. Here is my final encouragement, and here is a call to action. I want you today to make a decision. We know what it is. You know what it is. You know the message. You know what's gnawing at your heart. You know. And I don't care if it's the thing that's going to get you to the thing. I don't care. It's that thing that's going to get you to the next thing, and then finally to your purpose. So if we don't put one foot in front of the other, we're never going to get there. Believe me, I waited to do this channel for over a decade. And I will tell you, yeah, it was probably God's timing, right? Because I was finally ready to share. However, I did do other things to get me here, right? I did do other things. I've launched other things. I've stepped out in other things. So that is what he's calling you to do. Start something today, something small. It doesn't matter. Remember, the calling is already within you. It was in you before you were born. It's just time for you to step out. It's just time for you to start doing it. Start walking in faith. Hey, don't forget to join Journey to Grace private Facebook group for women, Christian women. If you want to create a community, we're just in there. We're just talking about God, talking about our faith, talking about our stuff. So definitely join down below. And until then, keep the faith, keep your fire, and keep walking in brilliance. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.